everything got stuck. My name is HUDX. This is the season 14 wrap up show where we will announce all of the All Stars, GM of the season, franchise of the season, things of that nature for this season 14 of RSC that we just concluded this past week. So I'm just on kind of the seat of my pants being on fire right now. So the first graphic that Tux puts up is where we're gonna start. It's either gonna be with amateur or premier, I would imagine. And creds, I'm sorry that I'm not Fiend, but I'm gonna try my hardest to try to bring a tiny little modicum of the energy that Fiend brings. And we've got the amateur finals on the screen, so that is where we will start down here in the amateur bracket. The Potatoes, the victors there, knocking off Nua 4-1 in their final. And then we can take a look at our team of the All Stars for amateur. Oh, wait, the champions first. I don't have those graphics, so I'm just going to read them when you put them up. Whoa, look at those. Salvation, Anarchist, Dab Status, and Spiper Wolf, the 4 players for the Potatoes. This is going to be the format we're going to follow now, so ignore that first one. Congratulations to the Potatoes and to Dirk, the GM of the Garden. They're represented in the amateur tier, and we can take a look at our All-Stars now for amateur. See some players representing the 2 teams that were in the finals. Prided Bird, Super Shooter, Slow Low, 4. There's no conferences in amateur. Pardon me, I almost said for Solar, and somebody would have come and cut my tongue out of my mouth or something. Prided Bird, Super Shooter, Slow Low, Anarchist, Salvation, and Alpha Slayer, the 6 players representing the amateur, voted by the players of amateur to be on the All-Star ballot. So congrats to the 6 of them, and again, congrats to the Potatoes from the Garden on the win there in amateur, season 14 amateur champions. And we're going to keep rolling through this. We're kind of going to just bash through these tiers. So we're going to move up the ladder here, one step to contender. Did you just say elite in my ear? No? Oh, MVP. Again, I don't have those graphics. I'm trying to cut people short and just hide, Tux, just work with me here, Tux. Come on. Anarchist, I don't want to take away from your achievement here. Voted as the MVP overall for amateur, and big stuff for them there. Congratulations to the Potatoes again, Anarchist, the leader through all of that. I've got all of the graphics in my DMs from Tux now, so yeah, I even have the brackets. Now we're gonna go to the contender bracket. And I just have to sit here and wait for it to change. There it is. I just want to make sure that I can see it before we start talking about it, which means all of you get to sit here and wait for me to start talking about it anyways. Contender, though, is on the screen, and there at the bottom, we've got Cheese Pizza, your winners in Contender, taking down Dutchman's Curse in a best of 7. That was a huge series. I think that I was casting on that one. I was at least watching, and I remember it being super exciting. 3-2 on the other side, in the lunar side, and then just kind of the run of Dutchman's Curse getting stopped by Cheese Pizza there in the finals. So congratulations to Cheese Pizza. We're going to take a look at that lineup here, representing the, if I say 50-50 Pizzeria and I wasn't, okay, good. Bad things happen again. 50-50 Pizzeria, the Blister, the general manager, and the players, Carl Sagan, bro, Axel Tross, Raisin Bran, and Kush the Ninja, Alex Tross, pardon me. Raisin Bran and Kush the Ninja, the 4 players representing Cheese Pizza. Congratulations to them. I do remember this series. It was an absolute barn burner, and they absolutely earned this. It was a huge come from behind win all the way to 7 games, and the All-Stars for Contender, Carshawn Lynch, Irish. Oh man, this is my favorite part. Help me, Tux, quick. What's that name? DC Tie GTI is what Tuck says, so now it's his fault. Squirrel, Galactic, and Calychromatic, the 6 contender all-stars. Congratulations to all of them. And your overall contender MVP, some kind of drum roll would go in this space, but your MVPs for contender: Irish representing the Pumpkins and Solar, Squirrel representing Dutchman's Curse from Lunar, and Carshawn Lynch from Gravitational, the overall contender MVP. So congratulations to all of those players. Lots of them represented a couple of times over, so really representative of great seasons, and it was all capped off with a great final for contender. So now that we've gotten through contender and all the things that I needed to talk about for this tier, we can move to our next tier, which is prospect. Prospect, one of my personal favorite tiers. It is the tier that I started playing in when I first joined RSC way back in 2019. So prospect has always had a place in my heart, a special place in my heart, and it is the cherry crepes that take the prospect finals here in season 14, taking Green Beans down 4-2 in the finals, and a pretty convincing win through 5 games against the Funnel Webs in the quarters, and then a 3-0 sweep to get themselves to the finals. The Cherry Crepes running through that lunar side, taking it all the way home. Take a look at that roster and see all of those great representative names here of each franchise. And I'm going to make sure I find it before I say anything, so that way I don't even run the risk. The bakery. I don't want to call a team from the bakery a team from 50/50 Pizzeria or vice versa. That would be no bueno. So I'm really treading very carefully. The players for the bakery: his dudeness, the general manager, Ricky Spanish, the captain, the man, Modaz, and Donovan, the 4 players for Cherry Crepes. Congratulations to all 4 players, and them taking home that cup there in Prospect. And now our all-stars for Prospect. Couple of names you've already seen, representing Solar, G-Robber, MKMKOF, and Nacho from the Sonic and the Chicken Parm respectively. English is so difficult sometimes. Oh, I'm getting wait in my ear. Wow. Throwing off my groove. The stream said Challenger, and I'm looking at Prospect. Wow. And I'm looking at a different screen, so I couldn't even told you if I had noticed before you did. It's just I don't know who lets us do these things. Uh, Lunar All Stars for Prospect, where we left off though. Donovan, Ricky Spanish, and Missionary Jack, the 3 players from the bakery, and the forest. So great seasons for the 6 of them, and then for 3 more players who may or may not come from that list. The overall MVPs for Prospect. I'm scrolling up and down in my DMs to find the right thing. Challenger, Premier, Prospect. There we go. G-Robber for Solar, Ricky Spanish for Lunar, and Missionary Jack overall representing the Jersey Devils. So a couple more people that are here on just popping out of All-Stars into the MVP. So congratulations to everybody in Prospect that took home one of these accolades. And now we start to move into the air quotes mid tiers of RSC. We've got kind of three brackets, if you will, and we've gotten through 3 of them. It's really just because we have 9 tiers and it's divisible by 3. Don't look into it. Don't read into it any more than that. I swear to God. Challenger, next up, RSC Season 14 Challenger bracket. And I'm again scrolling, trying to find it. That one says Prospect. That's not what I want. I want the one that says Challenger. It's on the screen now, but I don't want to read it off that one. Okay, here we are. Challenger Finals. I cast this one too. Maybe I produced it. I was involved in the production of it somehow. Crates and the Nebulae taking it all the way to 5 games. Crates really, this was a kind of a stomping on stream of the Nebulae. Crates really played a strong game, and they had to fight pretty hard through their side of the bracket to get there. 5 games against Toucans, 4 against Havarti Hustlers, 4 against Mandrake. So a tough road to get all the way to the finals, and they got it done there as the 1 seed. We're gonna take a look at that lineup and get to do the scrolling again. Oh, they're in order. It's what a novel concept that Tuck sent them to me in the order that we were gonna do them on the stream. Incredible. The challenger champions here. The crates representing the serpents, playing under the management of Saber, Eldunk, Lonely, Havoc, and Maui Destroyer, the 4 players for the crates. I produced this stream. I'm remembering it was another great performance on an RSC final stream as always, but it was a little bit of a stumble out of the gates for the crates, and then they just kind of ran it the rest of the way through, be able to secure that challenger trophy. So congratulations to them. Congratulations to Saber and the management of the Serpents. And now the challenger all-stars. They are out of order. Never mind. I gave Tux too much credit. Sitting here scrolling through them, and I'm like, why do I have to do so much scrolling if they're just in order? They're not actually in order. We figured it out together, everybody. Challenger All-Stars here, Hypnotoad, Yoshi, and Boso, the 3 from Solar representing the Wizards, the Deceased, and the Toucans, and then over on the lunar side, Blizzy from Dark Mary, Fluffy Knight RL from Shock, and the Real Dub from the Threshers, the 6 players in the Challenger All-Stars. Always a fun time to see all-stars that are not off teams that are in the finals. It really goes to show how critical team play is in RSC and how critical, how big it is that you can have a team of just players that play well together rather than one player that is an all-star necessarily, just have an all-star team and end up winning grand finals. So that's the end goal at the end of the day. So it really speaks to how great RSC is for building those kind of team chemistries. And now that I've got a little bit of my soapbox out of my system, that'll come back later, we can take a look at our Challenger MVP for the season. MVPs plural for the season. And Challenger MVPs, Hypnotoad from the Wizards for Solar, Blizzy from Dark Mary for Lunar, and Blizzy from Dark Mary for overall. So the first double up here for that we've seen. Congratulations to Blizzy for taking Lunar and overall Challenger MVPs, and to Hypnotoad as well for getting the Solar. Congratulations to all of the Challenger players. Challenger, another one of my favorite tiers. I think the tier that I spent the longest time in. So lots of improvement to be found in Challenger. Lots of people who really find the next level to their game in Challenger, and then increase exponentially from there. And that's we're through 4. We've got 5 left, so we're gonna move on to the first announcement of. Or is it even the first announcement? I've been gone, like I've been in and out. Is this the first rival veteran season, or is this the second now? This is the second. That's how long I was AWOL for. Like the SpongeBob, like, how long was I gone meme. Like I literally was just, I missed a whole season. So Rival, the second annual Rival announcement here because of the name change that we had from before, getting the new tiers out here. I think a fantastic change up. Rival, the bracket here on screen, the Anubis, the victors for Rival. And this was another fantastic stream, fantastic production. Rival and Veteran both going all the way to 7 games. 2 very hard-fought series, but in the end, it was the underdogs, the 6-seed Anubis, that knocked off Chromium to take that victory in the Rival finals and hoist that trophy. So congratulations to Anubis. We'll take a look at their lineup here. Representing the gods and playing underneath general manager Paco, Stealthman 777, Hoisey, Whisper, and Tweedle, the 4 players for the Anubis side here. Hoisey, an old teammate of mine, actually, so personal congratulations to Hoisey on a well-fought season. It was a well-fought, the season and the series that capped it all off was phenomenal. I don't think there could have been a better end to all of the stuff there in Rivals. So hard fought all the way through. Congratulations to the Anubis, and we will take a look at our Rival MVPs here. Just have to, I can be on the bleep if I mess up again. If I say the wrong tier name again, we'll just bleep it out. It's fine. The rival all-stars, not the MVPs, it's fine. I gotta scroll so far. I know it's on the screen. I know it's on the screen. Okay, there it is. Corrupt Arrow, Ito, and Blizzy RL, the three from Solar, Tor, Dre, and Ryan, the three for Lunar. Corrupt, the GM of that metal team, so getting on the bracket as the GM's always cool. Warrior Wasps for Ito and both Ito and Blizzy. Tor from Pale Tides, Dre from Snickerdoodles, and Ryan from Hammerheads. Congrats to those six. Now we can take a look at our MVPs for Rival. It is a different Blizzy. There's two different Blizzies. One's just Blizzy and one's Blizzy RL. They're two different people in two different tiers. And your Rival MVPs here, Corrupt Arrow representing the Chromium, Tor from the Pale Tides for Lunar, and overall Tor as well. So another double up here. Congratulations to Tor, taking two here. And Corrupt Arrow captaining the team, guiding the franchise, and getting Chromium all the way to the finals there. Congratulations to everybody in Rival. And now we can move up one more rung. We're past the halfway mark. We passed the halfway mark some point in the middle of a Rival there. We can move to Veteran. Up one more on screen now. The bracket featuring Titanium, the 1 seed from the Solar side, taking it in 7. This was another fantastic series. And almost, if not just as hard fought, almost more, if not just as hard fought as the Rival series before it. 7 games all the way through. Titanium, though, on this one, the favorites going into it, the 1 seed, end up being able to close it out in that game number 7. It was a fantastic way to end the RSC season. It was just a really great series to end us off on, and we'll get to take a look here, give the Titanium, the victors of this one, their victory lap. 4 players representing the Titanium underneath the Corrupt Arrow, the GM, Drax's, Girthcheck, Archie, and Zay. 4 players that, really, the 7 wins, like the 7, the series, that whole 7 games to keep it together and have the entire season riding on those last few games was a huge performance from Titanium. It was neck and neck the entire way through, and they managed to clinch it out. So congratulations to them. And congratulations to our All-Stars, because we're doing that one first. I'm not trying to make Tux do it in different orders every time. I think I should have committed to that at the beginning, though, because that would have given me plausible deniability to just go to wherever I wanted to go after each thing, and you would have had to keep up with me. But I that ship has kind of sailed. So Veteran All-Stars here on stream. Girthcheck, Slime Rancher, and Cobra's the 3 from Solar, from Titanium, X-Ray, and Peppers. Then over on the Lunar side, Snack Time, Busy, and Bill, the 3 from Lunar, Marshmallow Mob, Mako's, and Quetzalcoatl, the 3 teams represented there. So congratulations to those 6 players. And then our MVPs for Veteran. I'm just going to wait for them to change on screen. I'm done scrolling. My right pointer finger has gotten so tired from all the scrolling I've been doing. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for Tuck. Didn't have time to send them to me one by one, and I didn't have time to like save them into a folder so I could just like click next through them. But it's fine. I'm just going to watch on the stream with the rest of the chat, and we'll talk about it as it happens. Veteran MVPs: Girthcheck from Solar, Snack Time from Lunar, from Titanium, and Marshmallow Mob. And then Snack Time getting the overall nod as well for Veterans. So congratulations to Snack. Congratulations to Girth as well from Solar, and to all of the veteran players. Arguably one of the premier tiers. I think if you're not in the top tier, Veteran is the other kind of the other place that a lot of attention falls. It's right on that GC1 kind of where players start to hit their stride, and you can really start to see the gaps emerge and the wheat separate from the chaff, if you will. and veteran, and then you just kind of shoot up from there. And we are going to continue to shoot up from here. We are moving to elite. We've got three left, a final third home stretch here of the wrap up. So just a little bit more that you all have to sit here and listen to me babble on in your ears, but don't worry. There's plenty more where that came from. So elite here on the screen now. Another great series. All of the RSC final series were just really strong showings. This time the Amaterasu taking it from Cyclones, the 5 seed versus the 4 seed in the finals. So it was a battle of the underdogs, but Amaterasu get it done there in the end. We'll take a look at their lineup here so we can congratulate all of them one by one. And see, this is the thing. As I wait and I have to watch on stream with the rest of you, I gotta vamp until I see it change. Because there's like 5 to 7 seconds that I have to vamp through, and I am really good at vamping. It's something that I pride myself on, but it's not my favorite thing to do. Here in Elite, the Amaterasu, your season 14 champions, Milky, Fluff, Stonewall, and Yoder, the four players, all playing underneath the GM of Sias. So congratulations to the Amaterasu. And we will move on to our all stars here for Elite. And the Elite All Stars, see, that time I didn't vamp, and it just was awkward as I sat there and I let that silence hang so I could take a breath, something I don't do very often. But Solar, Elite All Stars, Axu, Buck, and Taka, the three players from Solar representing Cyclones, Finbacks, and Vipers. Then on the other side, Lunar, Buckle My Crocs, Buckle coming back out here with the full name, Omion and Swax from the Anne's Revenge, Kodiaks, and Demons, respectively. Congratulations to all six of those players. And then the Elite MVPs. The elites, both solar, lunar, and overall MVPs are, I'm vamping again, filling space, there it is, Buck from the Finbacks, Swack from the Demons for solar and lunar, and Swax taking it overall as well for elite. Congratulations to Buck and to Swax for those accolades, to the rest of the elite players as well. Elite, that jumping off point kind of into the deep end, the upper levels of RSCs, so always a lot of really great matchups there, and hustling straight into Master here. Another 7 game series all the way through that eventually ended in the Helicoprions knocking off the Tempest in 7. Shark Attack and Storm represented. This was a massive series. Lots of names that have been kicking around for a while in that Master Finals, and again, a really, really great finals to watch. Really start to get to the high level Rocket League here and Masters. So we're going to take a look at the Helicoprions roster page here and shout these players out. It was a fantastic series to get there, and seasons always have to be good to get to the finals anyways. But here on screen, the Helicoprions from Shark Attack, my good friend Treco50, the general manager, Shane Urbana, the captain, Marcus, Andy, and Resemble, the four players representing Helicoprions. Congratulations to all four of them on their win in Master. And now we will move on to our Master All-Stars. Might be actually right here. I might be able to scroll to them and start reading them before I have to. Oh, no, it was there anyways. Did you just... Nope, there they are. I was going to blame Tux for not sending me Master All-Stars, but I'm realizing that they're actually alphabetical now. As we're almost done, I've cracked the code that they're in alphabetical order. So it doesn't really help us very much, but I'm not getting paid to be smart. So Master All-Stars, Jat and Shamu from the Tempest, and Grape from the Blues out of Solar, and from Lunar, Maples and Jacob from the Bagel Bagmen, and Wick from the Spectres. From what is that franchise called? It was something at one point, and now it's something different. Monster Mash, isn't it? Yes, I knew that it was the Monster Mash. I doubted myself. So congratulations to those 6 players from Master, and now the reveal. I really hope that Maples wins it so that way nothing gets burnt down. the Master MVPs here. Jat from the Tempest, Maple from the Bagel Bagmen, and Maples again from the Bagel Bagmen for Solar, Lunar, and overall. Congratulations to Jat and to Maples, to everybody in Master. The second rung from the top, the players fighting to get into that premier tier, that top end of RSC, always makes for very, very good Rocket League. And this was a great end to the Master Season. Two really great teams battling it out, and at the end of the day, it was the Helicoprions that took it, but we are getting right through last tier here. We're going to do a rundown of all of the champions once we get through all of this last one premiere. So if you missed anything, we'll do a quick like sprint through all of them once we finish, so we can just kind of get caught up. But to finish off our in-depth look here, the premier teams, the Praetorians taking it all the way at the end. Oh, Tux is really like, all right, man, time to get going. We're sprinting through this. Rieg famous, the captain of the Praetorians, BC famous, Ethan, and Kanobs, the four players for the Praetorians, representing the Sovereign, and Lucky, an OG RSC franchise that has been around the block a couple of times now and taken the Premier Championship here in Season 14. Tux, if you're going to sprint me through them, why am I not already looking at the All-Stars? I didn't want to slow down. How, how long have you been working with me, and when have I ever said slow down? When have I ever said slow down? We can just duke it out here on the stream. I'm perfectly okay with you continuing to be muted and it just sounding like I'm talking to myself, because I do it a lot anyways. So we've got the Premier All Stars here on screen. We're almost done, everybody. I swear to God. Dank Meme Hub, Distant, and Danger, the three players from Solar, Ethan, Reek Famous, and Eric's, the three players from Lunar. Pythons represented, Capybaras represented, Praetorians represented, and Cookie Capos represented for the Premier All Stars here. And the last batch of MVPs for Premier, the last batch of MVPs for the season. Distant from the Capybaras for Solar, Ethan from the Praetorians for Lunar, and Distant from the Capybaras taking it overall. Congratulations to Distant winning Premier MVP. I think if that's Distant's first Premier MVP win, I'll be kind of shocked. I wouldn't be surprised if we're reaching multiple time status now, but who knows? Congratulations to all those players in Premier. Premier, the top end for what we've got here at RSC, and always producing the most high flyingest the Rocket League. So another great season capped off by a great finals and a great RSC season altogether. Season 14 has come and it has gone, and we've got through a ton of Rocket League, just like we do every season. We're gonna do a quick run through. Do you just want to do like a quick flip through champions, champions, and I mean, yeah, I think just champions is fine. Yeah. Although, do we want to do just champions or just all stars? Because everybody already knows the champions. The all stars are the things that only just got announced here. This is production. This is production on the fly, everybody. Yeah, we'll smash through them even faster than we just did. All right, we're gonna go through amateur, starting the all stars: Prided Bird, Super Shooter, Slow Low, Anarchist, Salvation, and Alpha Slayer for amateur. Contender all stars: Carshawn Lynch, Irish, DC, TI, GTI. We gave up on trying to figure that one out. Squirrel, Galactic, and Calychromatic for contender. Prospect, G Robber, MK, MKOF, Nacho, Donovan, Ricky Spanish, and Missionary Jack. After Prospect comes Challenger. It's alphabetized. I figured it out. I knew this would come in handy. Hypnotoad, Yoshi, Boso from Solar for Challenger, Blizzy, Fluffy Knight RL, and the Real Dub from Lunar for Challenger. And after Challenger comes Rival. Rival represented by Corrupt Arrow, Ito, Blizzy RL from Solar, Tor, Dre, and Ryan from Lunar. From Veteran, next up, Girth Check, Slime Rancher, and Cobras for Solar. Snack Time, Busy, and Bill from Lunar. Your Veteran All Stars. Almost done. Your Elite All Stars next up, if I can find it. Again, it's alphabetized. There you go, HUD. Remember what the alphabet is. Axu, Buck, Taka from Lunar for Elite. Buckle Mike Crocs, Omion, and Swax from Lunar. Your Elite All Stars. Next up, the Master All Stars, Jat, Shamu, and Grape representing Solar, Maples, Jacob, and Wick representing Lunar. And finally, your Premier All Stars. There we go. Dank Meme Hub, Distant, and Danger from Solar, Ethan, Reek Famous, and Eric's from Lunar. Your Premier All Stars for Season 14. That's all the All Stars. Tux, I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to make me say all of the MVPs' names, or can we just post the graphics and call it a night? I mean, just like we'll post. They were gonna get posted in the Discord anyways. I think we've already gone through. Yeah, just throw them up. We do have to make sure we don't forget to do the franchise of the season, the GM of the season, because I will try to sign us off before we do that. And our Chris from the Potatoes. I'm gonna say them anyways, just because they're there. So I might as well. Irish from the Pumpkins, Squirrel, G Robber, Bucky, Ricky Spanish, Missionary Jack. Really is a speed run. Hypnotoad, Blizzy. Blizzy's on there twice. That one's easy. Oh, and then he slowed down again. Oh, that's the thing with this delay to the stream is that it is really tragic that I can't rapid fire all of it, but it's fine. Corrupt Arrow, Tor from Rival. It's just because I looked over at my other screen so much later, so I was catching up, and then I hit a wall. Let's see here: Rival, Veterans after Rival, Girth Check, Snack Time for your veteran MVPs, Elite after that, Buck and Swax. And you got to hear a lot of these names when we called out the All Stars, because a lot of the players that were good enough to be on All Stars also end up being good enough to be on MVPs. So a little bit of correlation causation type beat there, or something. I don't know. Somebody should take the microphone away from me, I think. Jat and Maples for Master, and for Premier, Distant, and Ethan. So congratulations to all of those players. And it's always great to be able to recognize the players that do stand out, and that make a difference for their teams, make a difference in their tiers. Um, and we can kind of hold them up and point them as examples of what RSC is all about, as far as being able to improve over the course of a season, and kind of learn to work with your teammates. But with all of that said, now that we've gotten through all of the things, we're going to announce the other reasons why we're all here tonight: the franchise of the season and the GM of the season. We're going to start with franchise of the season, and I have already seen it, but I forgot who it was. So we're all going to find out together. Franchise of the season is the Sovereign from Way Too Lucky. 197 and 167 as a collective franchise, 5 out of the 6 teams in the playoffs, and a championship going home for it, voted by the people of RSC. So congratulations to the Sovereign for taking franchise of the season. And then the other side of this season topping accolade kind of thing, and the other side of that coin, is the GM of the season award. And the GM of the season for RSC season 14 is Dirk, representing the Garden. He secretly prefers fruits, but he would rather that nobody talk about it. And he is the GM of the season. Dirk has been around the league for a long time. Dirk is lucky because I was in the league when he joined the league, and he was on the first contender team for Pi Capo when he joined, and he just kind of got he just kind of got roped into being captain, and now he's GM of the season like 3 years later. So pretty cool to have been able to witness that ascension here for Dirk, and I hope to continue to see Garden teams be successful in future RSC seasons. But with that being said, I guess we can put franchise of the season back up there if you've somehow managed to just to come in between when we flipped to GM of the season and we were on franchise of the season. It was the Sovereign. I gotta say, like, it's not necessarily a jaw-dropping revelation that the Sovereign wins franchise of the season because they're a perennial successful franchise in RSC, but they get it again here in season 14. I wish that I had the numbers off the top of my head, but I was not as prepared for this as I think I should have been. I know that Sovereign has always been steered pretty correctly, and they have teams that are always successful. So congratulations to them, and to Lucky, congratulations to Dirk and the Garden for GM of the season, and congratulations to all of you because you have survived a wrap-up show with HUD, which is a gauntlet sometimes. It's a gauntlet for me, for what it's worth, too. But I very much enjoy getting to bring all this to you. We are out of information to present. We don't have any more awards to give out besides the probably talks too much award, and I would just give that to myself anyways. So we're wrapping things up here. This is the part where Tux doesn't let me, but I do it anyways. Get up on my soapbox and preach about how much I love this league. I am gonna keep it short tonight because I feel like I have been seeing the reasons why I love this league so much more now than I used to when I felt like I needed to spew it. RSC is like the community to join if you want to be able to find friends that have like-minded interests with you and are around the same skill level as you. When you join, they're not going to be your friends by the time your first season is over. They will be. It always happens. It just is one of those inevitable things. I still keep in contact with friends that I met my first season in RSC. It's still now to this day, 3 days later. Treco, the GM of the Helicoprions, is one of those people. I've literally know him personally just because of RSC, and I think that is something really important to be spoken of, and I think that it presents a great platform for people to be able to come in. And if you're looking to improve at Rocket League, it's really good for that. If you're looking to find a good community, it's fantastic for that. If you're looking to get into learning how to produce or learning how to moderate a server or learning how to X, Y, or Z, there's so many opportunities in RSC. And if you are in chat, you haven't already joined the Discord server, !Discord in the chat will get you a link. Tux just did it there, so it's right there. And click on that. Make sure you get signed up because we're just getting ready to roll up into season 15. It's a short turnaround here in the summer, and tomorrow the Twos League combines start up. So there are links to the Twos League and the Threes League server. Join the Threes League servers, ask questions. People will get you pointed to the right place. RSC is somewhere that you want to be if you're not already. So with all of that being said, we want to see you there for season 15. My name has been HUDX. I've had Tux behind the dish here, listening to me not shut up. We had a bunch of help from Anthage and Monty and Hoovy and Cat getting graphics prepped before this as we were just kind of headed flying straight into this end of season stream. So shout outs to them and to all of the staff that make RSC go round. There's so many things that happen behind the scenes that